Hello everybody, it's Colbert of Colbert Tech Repair, where you get everything tech, news, gaming, and nerd related. And today we have a special review. It is a CPU cooler. It is the Noctua NH-U12S. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so here we have it. This is the Noctua NH-U12S CPU cooler. As you can see here on the front, as it's 100% RAM compatible, meaning that it does have clearance for tall type RAM. Get a little bit closer here. It's a 120mm fan with a tower. It's a PWM Focus Flow 120mm fan with the Secure Firm 2 mounting system. It's compatible with past and future sockets, both AMD and Intel. It comes with a NH-1 thermal compound and a 6-year warranty. Now, for those of you that don't know, Noctua is made in Austria. They're known for their specific designs that are very different than most other companies. So you can see we have a max speed of 1500 RPM, a max speed with the NLA enabled of 1200 RPM, a max airflow of 93.4 cubic meters, a max airflow with the LNA of 74.3 cubic meters. The noise is about 22 decibels, and the input power is 0.6 watts. Now on the specifications, the dimensions, it's 158 by 125 by 45 millimeters. It weighs 580 grams. And with the fan on it, it weighs 755 grams. This fits the Intel LGA 2011, the 115X, the 1150, 1155, 1156, along with AMD's AM2, AM2 Plus, AM3, AM3 Plus, FM1, and FN2. Now, that's pretty much about it, except it says some warranty stuff on the back. So let's get into the box here. And inside the box we get, you guessed it, more boxes. Seems we get an Intel mounting system, the AMD mounting system, which I'm sure is very, very easy, as it always is. We have an accessory case that has some thermal compound, the low noise adapter, a screwdriver, and the installation kit for a second fan, if you want it. And then we have the main thing in the box, the actual heatsink itself. It's packaged in some cardboard. Here it is, folks. This is the Noctua NH2 heatsink. You can see it comes pre-installed with the Noctua fan. It is fairly wide. I have the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo right here to compare. And as you can see, they are fairly similar in size. The Cooler Master seems to be a little bit larger. You can see here on the back, you have room for a secondary fan. Then you have the mounting mechanism down here, which is 2 spring-loaded screws. Then here on the bottom is protected. You have your actual heatsink plate along with piping. Looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pipes all together. And it also comes with a PWM fan connector that is fully sleeved in black. So I really like the design with this. Noctua gets some flack from the look of their fans. And really, I don't blame people. I mean, they are kind of different looking, and they do mess with a lot of builds, but this is just going on my test bench. So, that's it for the unboxing, and now we will get to the installation. Alright guys, so first off, I have to take off the stock CPU. Now, this CPU is the stock heatsink on the fan. It's just a simple lever, flips up. Remove the little arms, and you just wiggle it right off of there. There we go. Now, for the Noctua plate, it does have its own mounting mechanism. So you have to take off AMD's stock mounting mechanism. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove AMD's stock brackets. So we have the stock plate removed. Now the instructions say to, so it says to put the plastic spacers over each of the threads, just like that. And then you put on the retention arms. Okay, so we got that all tightened down and ready to go. So now what I'm going to do is clean my CPU. Now, it's recommended that you use a lint-free cloth or something of that nature. It's pretty lint-free. And then, just to get any residual off, take some rubbing alcohol, such as this, and put a little dab on the cloth you're using to remove the thermal paste, and wipe it off with the alcohol. So when you get to the point of installing the fan, you would want to figure out which way you wanted to mount it. With the fan blowing towards your RAM, or excuse me, yes, with your fan on this side pulling the air through towards your RAM, or with the fan on this side pulling air towards the back of the case where your exhaust would be and where your VRMs are. That's the way I would recommend it, is mounting the fan on this side, on the side of your RAM. What I'm going to do now is apply my thermal paste. You can use any brand you like. I am using Antec Formula 7. And the easiest way to apply this, since this is a very thick paste, is just to apply a pea-sized amount right in the middle of the CPU. So you can see I have a pea-sized amount there. So you want to take the cloth you used with the alcohol and put the alcohol on the bottom of the heatsink to remove any fingerprints, any residual things. And then with the AMD model, you just simply take it, you align the screws, now once you get it started, you want to make sure that you apply equal pressure or equal amount of turns to both sides of the mount. You don't want one side to be tighter than the other. Alright, so now we can see that it's nice and tight and it's not moving anywhere. So from here, what we will do is we will reattach our fan. I am having mine blow towards my VRMs. And then you would just plug it right into your PWM connector for your CPU, and you are all set and ready to go. I have to do some adjusting here because mine is a little bit off center. So guys, there you have it. That's it all plugged in. and I will do a follow-up video showing you how it all works and giving you the results. So guys, this has been Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair with the Noctua NH-U12S CPU cooler with the install. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down in the comment section right down below. I make sure to get to every comment I can. If you'd like to give it a like, if you didn't, feel free to give it a dislike. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at Colbert92. And you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Colbert Tech Repair. See you guys next time.